What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Estate Podcast, episode 203. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
I'm here with Adam.
And this week we watched The Night Comes For Us.
All right.
Another
First
episode
of all,
of fucking RSP. Let's go.
RSP.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
Real Estate Podcast?
Is this the thing?
I mean,
Is this the thing? I was like, what the fuck is RSP?
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean,
ESP? I'm
no.
over here racking my brain trying to
RSP,
figure out.
dog. Come on.
You already made a fucking a banner for
Come on,
it.
dude. I'm trying to shorten it.
That's fucking awesome. I like it.
I was sitting there looking at it. I was like 202 episodes and I haven't tried to.
Yeah.
Nobody's tried to shorten their name yet. Like, because normally a lot of podcasts will do that.
Yeah.
After a
right.
while, it's like, I'm just trying it on.
Dude, I was not prepared whatsoever. Like, if we would have just been like hanging around casual and you're like, hey man, you ready for RSP? And I'm like, yeah, man, totally ready. And then later that night, I'd be like, I'd be Googling it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is RSP? Oh my God. So The Night Comes For Us.
Foreign Film February.
Indonesian, dude.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful language.
I really enjoy it. Okay, first of all.
Yeah.
And if there's languages that I want to learn, I'm an adult now, probably never going to happen.
Mm-mm.
But Spanish is number one
Mm-hmm.
because it's the most common language.
Little
on the planet,
Italian.
right?
I'm going with Chinese Mandarin.
No, isn't that like very difficult to learn?
It is. I mean, the whole world will be
English
speaking it before you know it, dude. So.
Might as well get the jump.
I'll be like, ni ha ho, you know?
Like, Adam, what are they saying over here? He's like, just
hang on,
just
I've
don't
got to
say
get
it.
my Google Translate app out.
Yeah, shut up. Don't
I'm like,
say
excuse me,
anything.
sir, could you speak into this?
No, Indonesia, dude. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never watched a bad Indonesian film.
Mm-mm.
And it makes me want to dive deeper into their filmmaking because of the good things that I've seen from this country, you know? Never felt that way about any other country, really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, and I told Adam this the other night. This might be my favorite. This is my favorite so far of the Foreign Film February.
Like all of them?
Out of all of them that we watched so far, yes.
Okay.
Like 100%. And the reason why is because for me personally, it hits all the high notes.
Dude, it was kung fu as fuck.
Well,
it even had the classic outline where it was like, there's a little girl, you know, you got to protect somebody. And then like, you know, like at the scene where the two chicks fight the one chick. I thought it was funny because it was like, okay, they're going to like fight for a minute and then they're going to bring their special weapon out.
Yeah.
You know, you always see that. It's like, well, they fight for a little hand-to-hand combat. And it's like, okay, when they can't take her, it's time for that fucking, and you had talked about that chick's little razor wire thing. That thing wasn't no joke, dude.
Fuck no, dude.
When she fucking ripped off that bitch's trigger finger.
Yeah, I was like, what
or
the
other
fuck?
hand, like she just cut her and then she pulls her finger off and I was like, oh, you fucked up now.
Yeah, right.
But when she first shows up with that thing, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That thing's mean.
She gets that dude in the hallway.
Yeah.
And
when they first show up.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
There were several, like, when he put that broken bottle in that guy's mouth and then slammed it on the table.
Oh yeah.
There was another scene where this one guy
of the bottle knife sticking out of his face was pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
The scene where the guy took the sword and went through that dude's arm and like went up it.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, no. Like this dude's gonna make you wish you were dead.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm pretty sure when he put that box cutter in his mouth, I think he used his tongue to unlock the blade on the back.
Yeah, right.
I think he did that. That's how kung fu he was. Like,
even his tongue was fucking capable.
I mean, I don't know what kind of style of fighting
tongue style is
was going on in this movie, but they were fucking each other up, dude.
Yeah. Well, and like, and this is another thing I said to Adam the other night. I had to pause the movie at one point to go pee. It's 45 minutes into the film. Feels like I've been watching it for 10 minutes. This action sequence where he goes to the butcher shop and
cool.
then simultaneously they show up at the apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
This entire action sequence is like 35 minutes
Yeah,
long.
dude. The fighting just keeps going on.
And it's
Crazy.
fucking the way that it's shot. I love those overhead shots where you're like
Yeah.
in the rafters and just little shit like that.
It also had that little touch of comedy during the fights.
Yeah, like a little Jackie Chan throw.
Yeah, like Jackie Chan. That's what it felt like when he punched that beam with his hand, and the camera like went in. The cool little zooms and stuff they would do.
Yeah,
during the fight, I was like, and you know that coverage took a long time to like just shoot that over. You know,
yeah.
It's like what angle are we gonna get it from this time? Do it again.
Yeah.
God damn.
But I love how a lot of the scenes, especially like the final fight at the end of the film, was very. There were some longer takes in there for a kung fu film.
Now, was that his real brother, or was that just his?
Like, that was just a dude.
Brother in fight. Okay, because you remember when they left there together, they called one time. He called him a brother.
Yeah, I think that was just his BFF or whatever.
Well, he wanted to be him.
Yeah, he looked up to him.
He's a top dog. The Lion.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then it had some good gunplay here and there.
Yeah.
I love the way that they did just the small little things. The shotgun when he shoots it through the door, and like when it goes off, you're like, this dude's got a fucking cannon in that room.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
the gunfight in the back of the cop car. Whenever he tased that one dude and he shot that guy in the face, and his face just turned into hamburger meat, dude. It was like, oh, this is fucking. There's a lot of practical effects.
Yeah,
some
real,
CGI,
right?
like when the tooth came out.
Yeah,
but mostly practical.
Yeah,
effects that actually look pretty good.
Yeah. But all that, I love that long action sequence, and it made sense,
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever seen an action sequence where it's like, okay, you have the butcher fight shop, which was fucking insane. First of all,
he killed him. He beat that dude with that cow hoof.
Yeah, dude, fucked him up,
and then ripped it apart and stabbed them both with it. I was just like, this guy's fucking the shit.
Yeah, he's next level, right? And then whenever the action starts dulling down over here, they cut back to the apartment, and you see all that crazy shit, with White Boy Bobby and everything, and then when that kind of dies down, it cuts back to him, the gun, the standoff part happens with the shotgun and everything.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back. It just, the way that they filmed that, the way that they edited it together was like damn near perfect, man.
Yeah.
It never got stale. You got plenty of plot. You got plenty of story and character development in it, and it was all solely based off of action sequences.
And they don't let you know, like the whole time. I'm like, who is this fucking little girl? Why are we so?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nobody said yet. And then you finally see the scene like where they take that village out. And she's the last one. It's like, oh, this is for him.
Yeah.
He's trying to by saving a little girl, he saved himself.
Yeah. And I like that story. It is kind of tropey. It's been done 1,000 times, but I mean, I just love the action and the way that everything played out. Like, these are those, like those old school, 90s action films, just kind of updated, 90s, 2000s action films that's been updated, looks better. I love the lighting in it. I love the use of the colors and stuff. Like, one of my favorite shots was when the two girls were fighting, right?
Mm-hmm. The blonde and the good chick.
Yeah, the blonde. Yeah,
motorcycle girl.
Yes, and they go in the hallway and they're standing in front, and we've all seen this fucking wall at a hotel that was built 40 fucking years ago.
Yeah,
where it's got those thick glass things. You know what I mean? And the light, it's got the pink and the blue lights. The neon lights are shining through it, and it's all crazy looking.
Yeah.
And then them standing in front of it, and the way that the glass was like dispersing the light out, where you couldn't even see any real details on them. You just saw their outlines, but the way that it was lit was fucking amazing. And I'm like, this is a fucking piece of art right here,
Yeah.
it's a piece of art covered in a fucking action flick, you know?
I've never seen someone use the ball bag on a pool table.
No.
He ripped that off. Well, first he beat the guy with the pool ball.
Yeah.
And then he grabbed that thing and just beat that dude's face in.
Yeah.
Now, the big mistake was coming at this guy one at a time.
Yeah.
This ain't one of those guys you can do that with. But even when they all try to come at him later on, he even looks at those guys like, you want some?
Yeah,
he picks one of them up and like goes around in a circle kicking him with the guy. Like,
yeah,
he was snapping fucking necks and cashing checks, dude, breaking bones. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many arms I saw just get snapped in half.
Yeah.
And then when he was fighting the guy at the end, it was like, they both like, it's almost like he trained him.
Mm-hmm.
Because they couldn't break each other's shit because they knew what was up. They were like, oh, you're not getting me in there, do a little roll, get out of it. Like, it was a good fight, man.
It was.
It sucked me right in.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that, like, he gets, all right, once he shows up, he's shot. She nurses him back to health. He's, it's like a day later. He's still fucked up from the gunshot. And then it's just downhill for this dude.
After that, it just, for the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, he's going from fight to fight, getting in gunfights, flipping vehicles over with grenades, just butcher shot fights with crazy fucking weapons that I've never seen really used before. I'm just like, this is...
He put that dude on that meat hook.
Yeah, and that shit looked like it hurt.
Yeah, and then later when he gets the meat hook, I was just like, oh, God, he ripped that dude's face off, dude. The side of it, just ripped it clean out. Like,
yeah,
it was crazy. And then you even have the villain. Every time you see him, he's standing there in like this fucking Vietnam jacket, always smoking a cigarette, dude. It's like it's always lit, just barely lit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you got to kill this dude.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, I see that guy get hit by that car because.
Oh yeah.
Even though they were pumping it full of bullets, he was like, motherfucker, I'm taking you out with me.
Yeah, bitch.
No regrets.
No regrets whatsoever. No, I mean, it hit all the high notes because first of all, I love Kung Fu films.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like I said, the story isn't anything that's like, oh, this is fucking new and innovative by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
It all came down to execution. You know what I mean? Like, it was bad. There's so many shots in this film, like, whenever they're fucking lighting this car up in the parking garage, like, dude's got the cigarette lit.
Yeah.
He's got the radio turned on. He comes creeping around. Yeah, dude. And then he fucking shoots one of them and they start pumping him up. And then you just see smoke and shit all over the place. And you see that red light, you hear thump, and then one of them falls over. It's like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Who is this bitch?
Yeah,
What's she doing? So she was there to kill the, what'd they call them? 6 C's?
Yeah, the 6 C's, yeah.
So she was there to take all them out.
Yeah.
But then dude's like, well, I'm taking them out too. So then they form an alliance.
Yeah.
It's cool the little girl ends up with her. That other girl was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Well, he was on the phone with her. Like, we don't hear this conversation, but we know what he's saying. He's like, you got to come back and get this girl.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, dude, I'm at the train station. Deuces. Throw the phone away. Like,
yeah,
I'm out of here.
Yeah, fuck off. And that was a refreshing thing where it didn't get even more tropey where it's like, we kidnapped your bitch, you know? Now you
they never got the girl. I expect them to get her, but they were going to kill her as soon as they got her.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just going to kill her. I mean, they thought she was in the back of that car when they lit it up.
Yeah.
Whenever she turned around and he was talking to her and he was like, get down.
Yeah.
And that's when it happened. It was just like, whoa, shit. Crazy.
Yeah. But, and I love, all right, the dude from the raid.
Great job.
Ready for him to come to America.
Yeah.
And that's nothing disrespectful to anybody, but like.
Well, this was a Netflix movie.
Right.
So.
Well, I want to see him.
More and more exposure.
I want to see him in a Marvel film.
Yeah, I think he'd do a good job.
Yeah. This, the main dude here, and I did a little deep diving on him the other night.
I liked him too.
He was in the Raid. He was in Star Trek Beyond. He was in Fast and the Furious 6. So he hasn't been acting that long. So his first film
Oh yeah,
came out in 2008. Yeah. A Diary of Letters to God, Star Trek Beyond, Fast and Furious 6, Dead Mind, Raid Redemption.
Yeah,
Uh,
he moved up the ranks pretty quick.
Yeah. But this is the kicker, man. He's going to be Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat film.
Yeah, playing two people.
Yes. Well, that's Sub-Zero's.
Oh, was that
He's
his
going to
name?
be he's going to be playing Sub-Zero before
So we'll get to
all
see
that.
the origin.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
I really loved his, first of all, emotion,
Yeah.
facting, dude.
Yeah, whenever he was walking around all bloody,
Yeah.
looking like fucking
Like a
Indonesian imbrues over here.
Yeah.
That's who he reminded me of. I was like, this is fucking, what's that dude's name?
Colin Farrell?
Yeah, I was like, it's the Indonesian Colin Farrell over here, but he can, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
He just kind of reminded me of him.
I'm super excited, first of all, that he's going to be in Mortal Kombat. Second of all, I hope that puts him up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, dude, I love the guy. Like, I want to go back and watch this TV series that he was in called Warriors. Don't know what it is. Don't care. Want to watch it because he's in it. You know what I mean? Then, you know, all the rest of maybe not Fast and Furious 6, but but and Star Trek Beyond, I've already seen it. He played Manus, which was the bad guy, right?
I think so.
I think he was the bad guy, and I think I even said something about it then. I was like, this dude that played the bad guy. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't know. But anyway, like the swordsman, wouldn't mind watching it. He's in it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that other dude from the Raid is going to be in a G.I. Joe movie.
The main dude from Iko Uwais.
Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins.
He's going to play Hard Master. That's a lot of shit to live up to. Somebody called Hard Master, you know? I'm just saying. But anyway, I really enjoyed this film. And the filmmaker, he wrote, directed the film. He doesn't have a lot of credits. He wrote Takut, Faces of Fear. He wrote a segment for that. Macabre, the ABCs of Death. He wrote a segment for that. A segment for VHS 2. Killers, Headshot, May the Devil Take You, The Night Comes For Us, Portals, May the Devil Take You Too. And then he's working on some other stuff here. So he's got a little bit of a horror background.
Yeah.
With like VHS, ABCs of Death, and all this kind of stuff. So, and you can kind of tell his love of practical effects.
Yeah.
In this film, it really shines bright. You know what I mean?
A lot of gore.
Yeah, a lot of gore, but not the kind that's like gut wrenching gore. You know,
just ass kicking gore.
Yeah. And this movie right here, A Headshot, it came out in 2016. It's got the dude from the Raid in it. He's playing the starring role, and it says a young man washes ashore, an amnesiac with a serious head injury, whose past comes back to haunt him shortly after being nursed back to health by a young doctor. Violence ensues, sweet, sweet violence. Watching it, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because I love the style, I love the actor. I'm interested. So, and here's a good little tidbit too that I feel. So the dude wants to make this a trilogy. So the movie, hold on, director through his Twitter account hinted this as the first movie in a planned trilogy. He also hinted that the next movie will focus on the operator and the remaining members of the 6 C's. So the operator's the chick. The motorcycle chick.
Yeah.
So
bring it on.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down with it. I think she did a fantastic job as well. So yeah, and what would be cool is like, you know, she was introduced in this, and then she gets the sequel movie, they introduce another character in that's in the third. You know what I
There'll
mean?
be another badass that
Yeah.
helps.
So I kind of like that, you know.
Dude, that air conditioner scene.
Mm-hmm.
Chopped her fingers off. That dude, when he got in the elevator, he's like weirdo lesbians.
Yeah, right. Right. But it was weird. She licked her hand.
They were
all
weird.
I was like, this is fucking creepy. And where was that blonde-headed chick from?
She looks so familiar, dude.
Yeah, right. And like, what?
But she just shows up out of nowhere, like, and it's like, oh, they're breaking out the big guns.
Yeah, right.
The ones that got like specials and
yeah. She's got a fucking ultimate ability over here.
Yeah, well, she had one of those knives like that new Rogue character.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here we go. She's just gonna come around the corner holding that thing up, you know.
Throw it at it.
Yeah, throw it at just one hit, one kill right there.
Yeah, you missed, bitch. But fucking white boy Bobby, dude.
With the limp?
Dude, with the 1 foot, man. Yeah. He was fucking people up.
He was, and he was like smiling at them, like,
yeah. He's like, let's kill them all. Yeah. He's like, whoa, calm down. He beat the fuck out of that dude with that fucking wet floor sign.
Yes, he did.
I was like, he's like,
well, when they shot him, I was like, no.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm like, oh, he picked that sign up when he came back in.
Yeah, right. And I really like the way that all that kind of contrasted with one another, because you've got, you know, the main dude, Kung Fu Master, right? You've got his buddy, who played Fatih, right? I guess that's how you pronounce it, Fatih.
His buddy, we ain't talking about his uncle, Uncle Faith over here.
Is that his uncle? I thought that was his nephew
or his brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I got to rewatch it. But Fatih, you know, he was like he was decent with the knife and everything, like fighting people off.
Now this is the guy that got in the car.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and then in the car scene, the little girl even was like, she's like, wait a minute, there's a knife. She started stabbing the dude in the neck with it. And I was like, you're learning. You're learning.
Yeah, you'll get there, girl.
Yeah.
Just roll with it. But you know, like the main dude was super kung fu, kick everybody's ass. Fatih was kind of more or less, he looked like he was better at fucking people up with the gun. Because, dude, he was getting some badass fucking headshots, 1 hit, 1 kills.
He shot 2 of those guys before they killed him in that car.
Yeah. And then, like,
1 shot, 1 kill, dude.
Yeah. Him with the machine gun and shit. And then you got fucking white boy Bobby over here. And he's kind of like, you know, that character in Final Fight, Hagar? So in Final Fight, you've got the Asian guy really good at kung fu. You've got the American guy that's more of like a boxer type, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got Hagar, who's the mayor of the city, and he says, "Fuck this! I'm done with these bitch ass criminals in the city." And him and these other 2 dudes are going to clean the streets up.
Yeah.
But his fighting style in Final Fight is wrestling moves and shit, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking white boy Bobby, right?
Yeah, he's hitting them with some. He hit that one dude with a fucking suplex.
Yeah, I think he fucking put a spear in somebody.
I think he did a spear. There was a jackhammer. Yeah, I mean, he was fucking them up.
Yeah. So I really like how they kind of spread everything out. You know what I'm saying? And kind of showed that, like, okay, these guys were a group of like small time criminals.
At one time, they were a hell of a crew.
Yeah. And you kind of see like all the little expertise here in each one of them, you know, throughout the film. And then you see, of course, Aryan, I guess that's how you pronounce his name. You know, he's the young guy. He's the new guy.
He's trying to move up the ranks. He's trying to.
Yeah.
He wants to be. He wants to be the guy at the top one day. So he's gonna sell his friends out.
Yeah.
In the process.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up. Which is why he had to die. I mean, that whole fight. They made you. There were several people in this movie that you were so happy when they died.
Yeah.
You're like,
fuck
sure. That dude.
Yeah.
That was one hell of a fight, though, man.
Yeah, it really was, man.
I mean, dude was almost dead after that fight.
Yeah, He's like walking and falling and
How
stumbling,
about
and
this
I'm
dude's
like,
like
dude,
physical comedy though? When he was, yeah, dude, when he was stumbling over those pipes, that
yeah,
was real
yeah,
as fuck, dude. He was just stumbling all over the place.
yeah,
And the thing at the door
yeah,
when he was shooting at him, the way he was
yeah.
kind of frailing around like Jack Sparrow.
I think that they could take some of the Jackie Chan ideas and use this guy.
Yeah, it had a real
Because
rumble in the Bronx kind of
yeah, because
vibe.
like like the little comedy things that they did throw in there, like, and it's real subtle, but I was just like, okay, I see what they're doing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
because
Like
it happened
you,
more than once. There was several times where it was like funny,
yeah, yeah,
that little classic
uh,
kung fu comedy.
yeah, classic kung fu comedy. Um, I really fucking like this movie,
Yeah, man, it
man.
was good.
Like I bought the Raid 2-pack on Blu-ray. That's how much I like the Raid. I bought the second one, never even watched it. I mean, I have watched it, but I hadn't at the time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Would buy this in a fucking heartbeat. You know,
yeah,
really, really, really enjoyed it, man. And like I said, I mean, I think this might be my favorite of the foreign film February because it hits everything I love so much.
mm-hmm,
Um, and I just can't like I would put it on right now and rewatch it and just enjoy myself
yeah,
every step of the way.
yeah. Once it
And
pulled me in, dude, I was in.
yeah,
I didn't.
well, once they show that flash scene where he's like, "Where's my money?" And
Mm-hmm,
it's like, "Oh, well, fucking the dude at the butcher shops," and then it cuts to the dude at the butcher shop. He
yeah,
does a line of coke, and then he starts fucking some dude up
yeah.
with a fucking weird ass fucking butcher
Did you
shop
notice
utensil.
that dead body they had hanging in there wrapped in saran wrap?
Yeah, just spinning the
Yeah,
whole
nobody ever
time.
talked
Yeah.
about it.
No, fuck
There was
no,
all these
dude.
like cow parts, pigs. You just got a dead body hanging over here. I'm like, we gonna eat
Yeah,
that too? Sure.
yeah. They might as well carve that bitch
Yeah,
up,
that's how they're
right?
gonna get rid of it.
Yeah,
Chop it up, throw it in no damn water.
yeah.
Shark bait.
But once I saw that shot, I'm like, okay, this is the movie. You know, this is the kind of movie that we're gonna get. And that's the fucking movie that we got, you know? Over the top,
Over the
no
top fight scenes,
nonsense.
dude.
Yeah,
And
loved it.
some clever ass ways to fuck people up.
Yes,
Some
and
really clever ways. Like,
some really interesting, badass fucking filming techniques.
yeah. Oh yeah, it was
I mean,
shot well.
yeah,
Big time. Now I know if I get in a fight with someone though, I'm gonna do that thing where, cause they always do that thing where they kick them in the back of the leg, where the knee's
yeah,
at.
right.
I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, you do that, they're going down, dude. Promise you. They're
yeah.
taking a knee,
First of all, they're
punch them in
not
the
gonna
face.
expect. Yeah,
Remember when that chick, the first time you see her, she started fighting him? So here's
yeah,
the thing. You kind of know that him and the chick's going to work together. Like once they
yeah,
started fighting, I was like, damn, he's going to take this ass whooping and then they're going to be friends.
yeah,
But he's going to take this ass whooping. She
yeah.
kneed that motherfucker in the face.
Yes,
Hard as fuck, dude.
yeah,
Like he can't, I was like, I'd be out.
yeah.
Cold. There's no way.
No
She
way.
held up a fight though against him.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, it was just, the shit was jumping.
yeah. I loved it, man.
Like the whole movie was just one big fight.
Yeah, and I mean, really, out of a kung fu film, what more do you want?
Yeah. Some of the bad guys even have funny like the one in the club.
Yeah,
That dude he had a hilarious voice. As soon as
yeah,
he started talking, I was like, oh, he's like, maybe I am, and maybe I ain't,
yeah.
Got a little Asian
He got a little
Drexel over here.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, it was
Loved
good.
it,
Yeah,
man. Like I said, I want to explore more Indonesian films, man.
yeah,
I think that there's more. I mean, and I know that the same guy that did The Raid did this, and I've seen a couple other Indonesian films here and there, and it's all good. But like, I've never been disappointed. I mean, I've watched some foreign films where I'm like, well, that was a movie,
yeah. Certainly
you
was 2
know.
hours.
Yeah, never gonna get that time back, you know. But this was just everything that I've seen. I've really enjoyed. So
Hey,
I'm giving.
you
Hmm?
giving it the star?
I'm giving it, dude. I'm giving it fucking one of those pool balls in that ball bag, dude.
Dude, that was so cool.
Yeah, it
When he
was,
grabbed
right?
that and ripped that off there, and I was like, he's gonna kill everybody in this room with that shit. Dude, he beat that guy's face to a fucking
Yeah,
just putty.
nothing.
Dude, and when they broke out that saw, I was like, this ain't gonna end well for y'all. Because it's like, when you're fighting someone like this, whatever weapon you bring into the fight, he's gonna take that and use it against you.
Yeah, he's gonna get
So
it.
fuck the saw.
Yeah,
Like, just go in there hand-to-hand combat and just get your ass, just get knocked out.
yeah,
Because as soon as they brought that bone saw out, I was like, oh shit, dude.
yeah.
And then dude's on the table, and I'm like, he's gonna fucking push this dude's head into a table saw.
I know, right?
I'm like, now we got an even bigger saw.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I kept thinking he was gonna punch it.
Yeah.
That dude was hitting him with those fucking the jabs he was doing on him.
Yeah.
Well, he would do that fast ass, like fucking gonna rip your heart out shit. Yeah, you know.
And he's just standing there, just taking it, you know, tanking the damage.
Whatever
dude.
he threw at him, he's like, bitch, I'm gonna one up you.
Somebody toss him a fucking healing potion.
And then he said the thing that the chick said earlier.
Yeah.
You what did he say? Don't kill you. What's the point in killing something that's already dead?
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean by that? He got mad, dude. He's like, dude, you're already dead. You're either gonna bleed out or they're gonna kill you because you couldn't finish the job.
Here was my question. What is the Indonesian mafia's fascination with bringing back the idea of a firing squad?
Yeah.
I mean, this happens.
How many fire squads happen? Yeah, they line up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the end of it was one gigantic firing squad.
And dude was just standing in the middle, like.
Yeah.
I would have been walking out of the way. I was like, I don't think that car is gonna stop itself.
Well, I wouldn't have been out there to begin with. I'd have been like,
y'all go kill him.
Yeah, standing back.
I'm gonna stay back here and smoke a cigarette.
Megaphone, bitches, assemble.
Dropping endo on them.
Yeah, dropping endo on them. Dude.
Yeah.
You know it gets serious when you go full endo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's getting their ass kicked for sure. So, I loved it, man. I'm giving it a full star.
Yeah, man, I'll give it a full star. It was good.
I mean, you could put this on, like, unless you have people that you know that are like, I don't like
not
blood
into shit
at
like
all.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you could put it on like if some guys are hanging out. It's like, dude,
watch this ass whooping.
Yeah, you want to see some people beat the shit out of some people? Yeah, let's do it. Look at how he used these pool balls in this bag.
Yeah. Did it throw you off for a curve when he got in the car and the guy started speaking English? I was like,
yeah.
Are we going English now?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it went back and I was like, okay.
I wasn't ready for it, dude.
Yeah.
I was not.
It threw me off.
Yeah.
I was like, now we're speaking English. Okay.
Movie got an NC-17 rating.
I could see why.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty gory.
Yeah.
A lot of blood.
Yeah, a lot of blood, right? It says even though it's listed as a TV MA on Netflix, this is the first time an action movie fully embraces an NC-17 rating purely for graphic violence and gore. Another time being when Headshot fully embraced it purely for the same reason.
Oh,
so
that's his other movie.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Says
there's
this
a pattern
movie is
here.
Yeah. Tell me how crazy this is. This movie is the first Indonesian film produced by Netflix. Yet Indonesia, one of the local largest internet network providers, who has 46% of the Indonesian wireless service market share, banned and blocked Netflix from their service.
Huh.
Yeah. So people at Netflix watched this movie and was like, fuck yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wonder why they're blocking Netflix from there. They just don't want people using the bandwidth, or
probably.
All they gotta do is get a VPN and switch to a.
Yeah.
You know, they can still watch, but that's weird.
Yeah.
It's like they're already using YouTube. We can't handle Netflix too.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Huge market there though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So he also said the director hinted that only 2 of the 6 members of the 6 C's appeared in the movie. Enforcer, which was Ito, and Spender, which was Chin Woo. And I'm guessing that's probably what, the chick with the ball?
I don't know.
That was her character's name. Let's
Oh.
see. Chin Woo.
That one guy was one. I think that's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, the guy with the mustache and the smoking the cigarettes.
Yeah.
So there's more of them for the other movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, dude.
Could bring it on.
So that means if they do 2 more movies, they're gonna have to put 3 in each one.
Yeah. And bring on some new guys.
Dude, I'm ready.
It sucks that those 2 guys can't be in it because they were pretty good, but
I know, man.
Like, especially the main dude.
He was fucking great.
He just kicked ass.
Yeah, dude. Him stumbling around after the fight. He's like trying to get out of the warehouse and he's like running into walls and shit. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, when he killed those guys in that butcher shop and he was laying on that table, like after he kills them, he can finally have a second to be like, fuck. Like, I'm fucked up, man. They fucked me up a little bit. Yeah, it was good.
What about whenever he first goes into the warehouse? Like you see, all right, before he goes in there, you see that he's got like 8 phone books, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
I knew what he was doing when he ripped them up. I was like, he's gonna put them under his clothes.
Yeah. And he goes in there with a hoodie on.
Yeah.
And the camera was like, he had a harness or something on, and the camera was mounted above him.
Yeah.
And it followed wherever he was looking.
It was like, you know that cam they put on you to face you?
Yeah.
Well, it was like at the top of his head facing the other way.
Yeah.
It's a weird angle.
But it was a very
I've never seen it before.
No.
As in when his head started bobbing and they were kicking at it, it was like, oh shit, we're getting involved now. Hardcore Henry, dude.
Yeah, right. Violent speed momentum over here.
Dude,
you know?
like, we kind of know how long it takes for them to film a scene because they have to do all the coverage, do the wide shot of them talking, the shots of them talking, frame them up where it's just them, and then all this, in the wide, get the room, all that. Dude, when you're doing a fight.
Yeah. The choreography.
God damn.
If you fuck up, you got to restart.
Yeah. And then after you shoot it, it's like, that was great. Now we got to do it again, and we got to have a camera over here.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, man. It's a workout. But yeah.
Hats off to them.
Did a good job. I didn't know they had to do them.
Yeah. What was your favorite fight scene? Or favorite? Let me rephrase that. What was your favorite action sequence?
I need a minute to. Him fighting them in that warehouse was pretty good, man. But them fighting at the end.
Yeah.
Because like no matter what he did,
right,
they couldn't,
What about you, Trav? You have a favorite action sequence?
I mean, not really. They were all pretty equally different and entertaining in their own way. There's just so many of them.
Right. I would have to say that my favorite sequence was the apartment building stuff. Because I mean, that dude's gonna survive in the butcher shop.
I didn't think the other ones were gonna live, and that was terrifying.
Yeah,
because it's like, no, they're not as bad as him.
Yeah, the little girl's in there, and like whenever those first dudes come in there and they fuck them up, they're like, "All right, we did all right,"
Yeah.
And then like 40 fucking people come rushing through that door.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, they just kept coming. They all had like fucking machetes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, oh fuck, dude. When they were doing the hold off scene in the doorway, which was shot really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he was holding that door, and there was like all these different big ass knives just swinging in the door, and it was like, oh shit, dude,
Yeah.
you guys are
this is
fucked.
Yeah.
There's like 20 people out there, and I have a feeling that when you kill these guys, more are gonna show up. Like,
Yeah.
they just keep showing up.
And then the bad bitches show up.
Yeah, that was a cool one when she shows up with that little thing.
Yeah.
I knew when that dude took his jacket off that he was going to use that. I was like, he's going to like throw it on her arm, or he's going to use that to catch that thing so it doesn't fuck him up. And he did.
Yeah.
Put that shit on her head.
He knew the score.
But when she fucked that dude up that was holding, trying to take care of the kid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and then she just laughed at him while he was, it's a bad bitch right here.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Man, it was such a great fucking little action flick, man.
Yeah.
Really fucking good.
3 stars.
Want to watch more, man. I want to watch Headshot now. I'm pretty interested in checking that shit out.
Yeah, especially if they got the same rating.
Yeah.
So.
It's got the fucking dude from The Raid in it. And the dude that played the 6C or whatever, the one with the cigarette, he's in it. So
I saw on the IMDb for the main guy that he did a comedy called Hit and Run. It's like a damn giant Jackie Chan movie. Kung fu comedy action. And it's got on there it says Hit Run's on his main thing, and he's like the main character. You could tell it's a comedy from the picture, and I think it even says it. But from those images, it's got the dude from the butcher shop. He was a cool little villain.
Yeah, he was.
Small boss,
He was swagged out, wasn't
yeah, he was big pimping. He fucked those glasses up. He put them back on. I was like,
you bastard.
He gave it away, though. He was like, I got 7 butchers in here. And he was looking around. He's like, 7. I only see 6.
Yeah.
Up, one behind me. Just fucking.
Fucked him up, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. He beat that dude with a cow hoof.
Yeah.
Beat his face with it.
That cow bone, dude.
Yeah, snapped it. Stabbed them both in the heart. Yeah, I was like, this is a bad motherfucker right here.
Yeah, that cow bone's hollow, so them bitches are bleeding out.
Yeah. Well, you ain't plugging it.
Hell no. Yeah, man.
Well,
I can't wait to watch more. I mean, dude, this is what fucking Foreign Film February is all about.
It's all about, dude. Probably, I don't know. I mean, that's just some movie that gets lost on all those movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
Every time I go on there, unless I'm like there to watch something, it's kind of hard to pick something to watch.
Well, I mean, you get overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's just so much. And I'm like, well, like last night I would get on there to bookmark a show to watch it, put it in my favorites. And then I see that they just dropped Kevin, what's his name? Paul Blart.
Kevin James?
Yeah, he's got a new show.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's a NASCAR show. And he's like a team runner. So I watched like an episode. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's random.
Like he's one of the people that runs a team. There's a guy above him that's got all the money, and he decides who's the driver, what kind of mechanics they use.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we're doing that.
Yeah, heard it.
I mean, it's exactly what you think it'd be. I watched an episode and was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, it's just hard to, find something to watch.
Y'all want to go into The Stand or WandaVision first?
Go ahead and do the Stand, man, and signed, sealed, delivered. Last episode.
The Stand ends. Stu comes back. Been gone for fucking years, it seems like at this point.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the kids already out, had Captain Trips and healed up.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, damn, they were straight up walking back See, that was a big time jump, man. Like when they were walking to Vegas, we really didn't, they tried to show how much time passed, but
yeah, but it really didn't.
We didn't know how long they were walking.
No. It was I mean, if you walked, hold on, I'm gonna fucking Google map it while we're talking about this, all right?
From Colorado to.
Yeah, from Boulder, Colorado. So Boulder, Colorado. All right, we're getting directions.
Google, you can put it. I think you can set it to walk.
Las Vegas, walking. All right, so.
And remember, they picked them up on like the outskirts.
Yeah,
but still.
So if you walked from Boulder, Colorado to Las Vegas, it will take you 11 days and 3 hours.
And that's just walking 24/7?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I mean, if you
How many miles is that?
810 miles.
God damn.
So if you walked 12 hours a day, it would take you 20, almost 30 days.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would say you're walking less than that.
Yeah, for
Stop
sure.
and taking a rest, checking shit out, trying to figure out ways to get around stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe even longer.
Reading Harold's book. Yeah.
Damn.
So, but anyway, Stu shows back up at town. Of course, MOO ends with him.
Yeah.
Saves the day. You know
what
I'm saying?
Him in, dude. Like,
I know.
You had a baby, Franny. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thought that baby was gonna die, didn't y'all?
I mean, I was a little nervous.
I thought it was gonna happen. I was like,
well, I mean, you would think that like two people that have a kid that are immune to it, the immunity should pass to the child, but I guess not.
The other couple it did. If you remember in the episode, there was another couple that had a baby. They were both immune. So the person that Franny that got her pregnant died from the camping trips.
That's right. Yeah,
that wasn't Stu's kid. He was just being a good dude. But that's why. But now, you got that. Well, here's the thing. I think because his power's not as strong, I think that's why the kid survived it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I just felt like just because he wasn't there to like, the kid caught it, but it went away.
Yeah. But so anyway, they're celebrating and everything. And then she's like, I want to go see the ocean. And I would have been like, bitch, we're good here.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
that's
we're
dangerous.
Good. Yeah. But she talks to me. I mean, it must be good, dude. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, it must be next level. And they fucking load up the F-350 fucking King Rancher over here with a camper on the back of it, and they set sail for the fucking East Coast and to Maine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, you can drive to like from Colorado to like South Carolina. It's like a straight shot.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Don't detour up to Maine.
Yeah.
Anyway. But anyway, on the way there, they stop in Nebraska. At this really fucking nice little farmhouse.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like they pull up to the farmhouse and she's like, you know the drill. He's like, I know the drill. So he gets out, lets the dog out, goes inside the house. Where's the bodies at? Like you would think, all right.
Yeah, the cleanup crew didn't reach out that far.
Fuck no, dude. And you would think that like if it was us three surviving, and for some reason one of us wanted to go to the fucking West Coast, first of all, we're gonna have to have a serious fucking ban debate. We're gonna put that on the back burner for sure. Yeah, yeah, dude. We're putting that fucking idea on the back burner. Anyway, if we were to drive out there and we're like, all right, we're gonna stop at like hotels or houses along the way to sleep because 98% of the population's dead. You would think
there's gonna be bodies everywhere.
Fucking and not enough time. Yes, and not enough time has passed for all those bodies to fully decompose.
No, dude.
Right. So that was one thing that was kind of odd about this. And whenever that happened, I'm like, this is weird because you would think that like most people either died at home or in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like statistically speaking, that's probably where most people died. Now you got some people that died in
probably where they were. There wasn't a vehicle there.
That's true. Or what if the little girl? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That was a weird thing. And the dog was back there like, somebody's back here.
Yeah, but not barking, not trying to be like combative or anything.
He liked her.
Yeah.
She's got a chew toy for me.
Yeah. How creepy was that doll?
It was creepy. I was like, where is this going?
Yeah, right.
And then when it cut to her singing the song with it, I was like, okay, she seems friendly.
Yeah, hopefully. You know?
Yeah. I was kind of already thinking, I was like, this is like a Mother Abigail character.
Yeah.
Because it was in the cornfield. She was singing like some kind of religious song.
Yeah.
You know, had the cross on. I was like, okay, we got our upgrade.
Yeah.
This one can fix bones.
Yeah. Well, she's like the next level, Mother Abigail, right?
Yeah, 2.0.
So she upgraded. She leveled up.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
She got the fucking loot from the main quest, the side mission.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. And so anyway, Stu goes off to town. He's like, I'm getting all the baby aspirin. Fuck it, you know? And she's like, bring back some water. I'm parched, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
First of all, you should have had enough water with you regardless.
You remember when he went into that store next to the door? There's like 6 cases of water. I'm like, all of that's going in the truck.
Yeah.
Every goddamn bit of it. Yeah, I'm taking everything we need so we don't have to stop at another fucking store.
Yes, for sure.
Fuck that. This is how you get killed.
Yeah. So while he's gone, she's like, there's a well here. First of all, I don't know about you guys, but growing up in the area that we've grown up with, you do not drink directly from a well.
No.
And the reason why is because you'll fucking die. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's a fucking fact. You'll get some kind of weird fucking parasite or something from drinking well water from around here, and you'll fucking die,
People that have wells, they have on the inside of their house, they have like a filtering system.
Yeah.
That filters that water, because, you know, it came out of the ground.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, straight from fucking Mother Earth.
So when you see that shit in movies, just know that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna fall in it.
Yeah.
As soon as she started fucking with it, I'm like, don't do this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have to, I guess. Gets bit by the rat. Dude, why'd she take the gun off?
Dude, I don't...
There's no way I take the gun off.
I'm not sticking my hand in a well.
No.
Ever. That's just not fucking...
dude, he was on her ear when she put her finger in, he went, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
And she fell in, I was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was a cool sequence, though, when it cuts to him, and now he's different. Got a new look, got a haircut.
He looks like Jeff Goldblum whenever he's like propped up with his shirt fucking open.
He's macking on her, dude. He's like, come here, let me show you something. So they go out here and look at this tribe that never had contact with people, and he's talking about it. And then, so he was trying to, like, if he could get her to be like, yes, then, like, he lives on with her, or he's back in business, you know?
Well, yeah, because I think that his plan is like, first of all, her and Stu are the last ones.
Yeah, and if he can like possess her, and she's one of the 5,
and she kills Stu, then and has his child,
kid, he can live on through it.
Yeah, you got to think that, like, if she gets pregnant by him, she will probably be able to live through the pregnancy because of like her Stephen King powers. That's what I'm gonna call him, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Is what we're calling it.
Yeah. And like, it's funny, like he's so pissed because God fucking laid all fucking hellfire down on him. He's like, I'm gonna go straight for your bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck Stu.
If I can turn her, I'm still in business.
Yeah. And of course that doesn't go as planned. And she falls in this well. And first of all, you don't fuck with whales.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we said this in the podcast or not, but you don't fuck with whales.
No, especially ones that deep. Ones you can fall in. It's like
Yeah, dude.
old ass wood.
Yeah. And yet she's fucking her legs her foot's twisted around facing
Oh my
the
god,
opposite way.
dude! When I saw that, I was just like, oh.
Yeah. She's got like skull fractures, punctured lungs. Like he went into the full breakdown.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't believe you. I'm like, bitch, you're looking at yourself.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean you don't believe it?
Yeah.
This is a dream, Stu.
Yeah, right. So all he wanted was a kiss.
Mhm.
And dude, I mean, she slipped a little bit of tongue in. I'm just saying.
There was a little kiss. She
There was a
bit
little
him though.
tongue. She bit his tongue.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like,
Yeah.
Never thought you would ask, Franny.
Yeah, right. Let me see that fanny,
Yeah.
you know? So after that happens, she wakes up and she can't move. And then Stu shows back up. The little girl from the cornfield is rocking the baby. And I love this Stu because he's like, you're friendly.
Yeah.
Help me get this. Yeah.
That girl was like, we're going to get her out. She said, dog, baby, Stu, truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't you do this before I got here?
Yeah,
you just sitting over there holding the baby, like singing to it.
Yeah.
And then the whole time Stu's going down. They do this thing in the show where they constantly like look at shit and zoom in on it because they start. Yeah. As soon as he starts to go down, they zoom into the machine.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna fuck up.
And then the rope.
Yeah, and then it's like, God damn, is this shit gonna break? Then what?
Yeah.
It's like leave with the baby,
happen?
You know?
Yeah.
Throw the baby down here and some water.
Yeah. So, but anyway, he gets her out of the well.
She's all fucked up.
Yeah. The girl is like heals her back up. Does the girl go with him?
I would think so.
I mean, I
wouldn't leave her there.
Fuck no, dude.
I'm like, you can heal people?
Yeah, you're coming with us, you know?
Put these handcuffs on.
Right.
Well, she knew them. She said his name. She said Stu.
Yeah.
And he looked at her. He was like, how the fuck? She's like, dog, baby.
Yeah.
It's like.
But before she comes to and Stu shows up, her and Mother Abigail have a conversation.
That was cool.
And she's like in an old house.
Yeah, like a little swamp house.
I was thinking more of like a plantation house.
Maybe.
Out back.
Out back for sure. One of the smaller ones.
Yeah. But she's out there playing a little guitar. Yeah, singing.
Trying to remember the words.
Yeah.
Randy, is that you?
Yeah. What are you doing out here, girl?
Heaven's Lord, child.
Yeah. And then they have their little conversation about, look, he can't fuck with you, Franny.
Yeah.
That's basically
God gives you something, he gives it back. Like,
yeah, you'll be fine.
He was tempting her.
Yeah.
And she made the right decision. She was gonna die.
Yeah.
And let that truck fall on Stu, which is fucked up.
Yeah, right.
You know, she's gonna let that happen.
I mean, if we learn one thing in this episode, you don't fuck with wells. Second of all, if you have to change a tire, and Stu should fucking know
you're supposed to loosen the nuts before you lift it up.
Well, not only that, but you're supposed to make sure you're not changing your tire on a goddamn fucking grasslands. You're supposed to park it if you can.
He could move it
on concrete.
He could have put it in the middle of the road.
Why did he pull over?
Why did he pull over? It's not like there's anybody out there.
Yeah, there's no other cars coming down the road.
It's muscle memory, dude.
Yeah, I know. But
I guarantee you, if it was me and I was in this world, I'd still be using my blinker when I turn. Turning my brights off at night. Like,
if we were traveling in the stand world to the West Coast for whatever reason, like we have the band meeting, we decide that we've got to go to California for whatever reason. And every time you cut your blinker on, I'm like, why are you doing that? I would fuck with you.
I have to. It's just muscle memory, dude.
I know.
Automatically do it.
I would immediately start fucking with you.
If I pass a cop car on the side of the road, when I go down a little, I'm going to start flashing my lights at other cars. Like, there's a cop car back there. Speed trap.
You know these people have been dead for fucking 5 years at this point, probably, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, it's the little things.
Yeah.
Keep me grounded.
The the turn signal.
Yeah.
The fucking bright lights on the cops. Oh my god. But anyway, so she gets held up. She's good to go. They have their little moment in fucking Maine of
They're
all
there.
places.
It's freezing cold.
Yeah, of
Well,
course,
isn't that
dude.
where fucking King's from?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still though, if Marina's like, I want to go see the ocean, I'm like, all right, which
Florida
one?
it is.
Well, if she has a specific ocean for whatever reason,
Yeah.
I'm picking the path of least resistance.
I want to go
Now,
to the warm one, not the cold one.
yes,
It's just
and
me.
and I understand that like Franny was from Maine, right?
Yeah, that was the
And
town she lived in. So they
yeah,
probably went to her old house, got some pictures, put a flower on her dad's grave.
yeah.
She's like, that's where Harold used to live. Let's go see if he's got some sticky
go burn
socks
his
under his bed,
Let's burn his fucking house down after all the shit that he caused,
Yeah.
But anyway, it ends with fucking RF coming out of the ocean, butt ass naked.
Butt ass naked with boots on. And the way he was walking.
Yeah.
I was like, what's he walking? Like, what's this walk?
It's that fucking knee slapper, dude.
Yeah, dude, I think it was.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to get this thing back in some boxers. And he buys those tight boxers that with the support.
That you could see that outline?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, for sure.
Finger gun. Remember when I was like, y'all, the finger gun?
Yeah.
Dude shoots an arrow at him.
He catches it.
Throws
it off.
Blows this fucking dude's face off with a finger pistol.
Yeah. Then they start worshiping.
And then he starts floating, and you're like, oh, shit. So you'll never get rid of him as long as he can find. Well, didn't he say, now worship me?
Yes.
And it's like, whoa. So they go off happy ever after. And he changed his name.
Yeah.
His name was different.
What did he change his name to?
I can't remember. Of course, it still had the
Russ
Flanagan?
Russell Faraday.
Okay.
Still had the same, RF, but
Russell Faraday. I got Randall Flagg.
Yeah, that's a cool name.
Such a strong name,
He's got a few.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
As a whole, though, enjoyed the show.
I really enjoyed it. Marina liked it a lot.
They were able to cram a lot into 9 episodes. A lot.
Yeah, they were. And that last episode was kind of chuffy.
Yeah, I mean, really, they could have expanded on the takedown of Vegas.
Yeah,
a little more, maybe. Yeah. But happy ever after.
Yeah. But yeah, as a whole, I enjoyed the show, and I like the dudes. I haven't read the source material for this because I don't have a year and a half to read through it.
Yeah.
But
you saw the original one.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yes, I have. But anyway, I enjoyed it, and if this dude decided to do any more King stuff, I'd check it out. I mean, a lot of people shit on it, dude, and there was people talking shit about the last episode about how King's portrayal of black characters still doesn't translate in 2021 and all this kind of shit. And I'm just like, they were talking about the Mother Abigail stuff.
Giving him shit for that?
Yeah.
That's her character, though. Even in the old, that's the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg didn't mind playing that part. Now, she's someone that would be very vocal.
Yes.
If she had an issue with that, she would have said something. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know.
So we're just going to change all the stories and it's like, okay.
Well, anyway. So the Stand, I'm rating it, dude. I'm giving a standing ovation.
Oh, you're going to take the Stand?
See what I did there?
Yeah,
dude. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to give it a stand, dude. What about you guys?
I'm going to give it a stand. But I like the way they did the logo when it would go in and show the Stand come out of it.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, the music selection too.
Oh yeah, dude.
For the whole seat.
Little PC there at the end.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that shit, but she's got a fucking voice on her, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
You loosen the lug nuts before you raise it up on the jack, though.
Don't be fucking with whales.
And you put it down to tighten them because it's just gonna spin. Like,
yeah. Yes.
It's a little tip for Stu.
You hand tie it and then you let the jack down.
Kick it with the foot. Fucking get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Anyway, and don't fuck with whales. You'll get dysentery.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with them.
Get the mountain shits.
Yeah, dude. Don't fuck with a whale. People around here use well water to make moonshine with.
But
You know what I'm
they
saying?
cook it down.
Yeah. So just so you know. And I could call someone right now and get a jar of moonshine. So,
Yeah.
hit me up. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Our email's out there.
Yeah.
You take Venmo or
Cash App.
Cash App, dude. That's the one.
It
Use
is
promo code
content.
Real Estate.
Yeah, RSP.
Yeah. To get I don't know, one free transaction.
Well, no, dude. I'll send you a shot in the mail for free. It's gonna be like one of those little Alabama slammers.
Yeah.
If you like, if you like what you taste, I'll send you a whole quart jar.
It's like a Griffin test tube.
Yeah, right. There's a dog hair in it. I'm like, it's like the worm. Just drink it.
Yeah. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Got all the flavor in it. Okay.
Trav.
Yeah.
How are you rating it? Are you giving it a nil, a sit, or a stand?
I give it a nil.
A nil?
Yeah.
No stars?
It's like a half star.
No, and I mean, I thought nil was like the half.
No, nil's the no, the sit, because you're progressively getting higher.
Mm-hmm. This is confusing.
Yeah,
just go with the star system. We'll figure out.
So you're gonna give it a half star?
Yeah. It had a really good build up. The first several episodes were great. And then once they got to Vegas, everything was just it felt
fast.
really rushed.
Yeah. I will agree 100% on that.
I think the very last episode was, I mean, King wrote it so that he could give Franny an ending, her own little ending, I guess. The well thing was dumb.
Yeah.
The flag stuff was all right, but overall, like,
well, that was like the best part of it, really.
Episode.
The flag stuff was like the best part of the episode.
I mean, they gave him his book ending, which was cool.
So in the book, does it go off to a?
Well, I mean, it ends with him being worshipped again.
Yeah.
And the whole, change of his name and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's a better version of the '90s TV movie for sure.
We'll update.
And it's worth watching. But like all King adaptations, I'd probably tell them to proceed with caution.
Right. So in the original text, did Franny not get an ending, so to speak?
Well,
or was it the TV thing where she didn't get one?
Well, no, it was the whole thing with like the whole temptation shit wasn't in the book.
Okay.
It was just all kind of looped in the story, like with everything else. When it ends, it just cuts off.
Right.
And it did seem. Go ahead, man.
Well, her story ends with Stu showing back up, and then that's
the whole thing was like, I mean, the biggest difference that I know that most people pointed out, and I did too a little bit, but it was something I was already prepared to deal with, was like the whole idea that there was no like cutaways really in the stand. It's just start to finish.
Right.
No, like, cutting back to how things,
Yeah.
That wasn't done like that. Which,
flashbacks.
I mean, that's just, which at the end of the day, what didn't bother me, because it was just like,
Right.
But that plays into character development and all that bullshit. But
yeah,
it was still worth watching though. Like, it's not terrible.
Right.
It did seem a little though, like after we got the Vegas episode, the episode before the last,
Yeah.
like when what they came in with, it was kind of like we just blew our load last episode, dude, and this is kind of,
Well, and we talked about this last week,
wanting
but
more of that.
Well, them
What
in
happened
Vegas
there?
should have, yeah. And because they really didn't go, they talked a lot about it and you
Mhm.
see a little bit, but they really never went into the actual horrors of what was actually going on in Vegas. And like, and really kind of, I think that would have been a perfect point. Like I said, I haven't read the book, but I feel like that would have been the perfect place to have, all right, these characters are here. There's a reason to show Randall Flagg more because he's interacting with these characters and him fucking with them more.
Yeah, I wanted him more.
Yeah.
We didn't get enough of him. I think too the way they came into Vegas when the dude shows up and he's like, "We've been waiting on y'all, sugar tits," All right, well, and then he takes them straight to Flagg. Like I think it would have been better if they just walked into Vegas.
Yeah.
Walked in and saw what was happening, saw the streets. There's people being, beat on the sidewalk. Some ladies getting raped over here. You don't know what's happening. Like, it's a lawless community, dude, and they're all just fucking acting crazy.
Yep.
That would have been different. And I want that should have did a few episodes. Like we did all this time building up the community and the road to get there, but I wanted a little more Vegas, just a little more. But I get it. You got to move on. You only got so many episodes.
Yeah.
There was Chuffa that could have been removed though, and
I would have been fine with 12.
Yeah.
12 episodes and then have them reach Vegas at the point they did in the show and then expand more on Vegas itself and Randall Flagg and all that kind of stuff. And then, leave the last 2 episodes the same after what happened and insert 2 more, like 2 to 3 more episodes.
Somewhere in the middle or something.
Well, like them traveling.
Yeah.
Maybe do more with that as far as character development wise. Because I mean, they did take a lot of time to show you that they were walking.
Yeah, there was a whole montage cut
and because of that, and that's what made Stu's return so janky, in my opinion. Because I get it, it would have just been a montage of him just hobbling his busted ass back to fucking sanctuary, but like
sanctuary,
it was just like Tom Cullen shows up, and then it's like, all right, and then he's just gonna prance in.
Well, the whole time when it was showing all of the scenes, I'm over here like, where the fuck is Stu?
Yeah.
Like we've already gone through some kind of time jump here, and we saw him walk up. We know Stu's coming back. Like, why isn't he just here for this? Like,
yeah,
come on.
Like, there should be a spinoff called Stu and Wojak, and it should just be him and that dog fucking working together to overcome some post-apocalyptic struggle.
When they come back. And he's like, first few day episodes, he's carrying him, and he's like, "You're kind of heavy, Stu," like, just. And it's like he always just states the obvious. It's really bright out here, Stu.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it is. You think after a while though, you'd be like, "Dude, look, 3 weeks of that guy like going somewhere with him, you'd be like, by week 3, you'd be like, shut the fuck up, shut up, you fucking say something about everything." Yeah, it's blue out here and the frogs are jumping. Like, stop. Yeah. You don't have to comment on everything. And then like 20 minutes later, you'd be like, "I'm sorry I said that. That's just my legs fucked up and I'm fucking traveling back with you and I can hear you at night beating your meat. You think no one can hear it, but
you're very loud." Anyway.
But I would watch that show on HBO.
Him jacking off?
No, just their trek back. God damn.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was like, whoa. All right.
But yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying, man. And like, like you said, I think it was the last episode, Trav, you're like, when it comes to people adapting King's work, you just hope for the best. I'm paraphrasing a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it as well. I haven't read quite as much, but I have read a decent amount, and it's it's
Well, I mean, there's a small minority of people out there where when they say they're gonna sit down and read, they're gonna sit down and read The Stand for the 1 millionth time.
Yeah.
And then like, because that's the thing with me. I read The Stand when I was a teenager, man, and I read it once, and I don't
Yeah, you're not
really
gonna read
plan
it
on
again. You
taking
already
that
read
long
it.
ass trek again for
Yeah.
a while. Like it's
There's
still
other
gonna be a
books.
little later in life before I circle back around. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
life's kind of
I'm
short.
not.
Let's read some other shit
I
too.
had I had my Stephen King phase for sure, but I'm kind of past it, and I'm on to other shit. And I've read a lot of other books since then.
Yeah.
right.
But so it was never really a book that was how my oh man, they
The
need to adapt
Stand.
this or readapt it, because we had the '90s version already, and I've watched that more than I read the book. So when I noticed that this version that we just finished was more, to me, it was more of just a remake of the show.
Right.
And I think in the first couple of episodes, when the general audience saw that, maybe they should have realized, okay, don't consider the book for this,
Yeah.
And in that respect, this is absolutely an upgrade from the '90s.
Like I'd rather watch this one now.
Absolutely.
We got
There's
an
still
upgrade.
that '90s charm and camp to the original.
Yeah.
But it's definitely slid it a little further back now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I also think I'll hammer it in again when Stephen King is hard to adapt. Some people assume that it's easy, but it's just hard to adapt it because the way his writing, the way everyone interprets.
That's what I was gonna say. There you go.
And this goes for all authors, really, not just King.
Yeah, but his seems to be the hardest, man, because like when you read it, you picture somebody. It just seems it's real hard for people to capture that vision that people get when they read it.
The characters,
and in your head, and like you kind of you cast a movie.
Well, you make the scary moments in a King book are scary because of the way you interpret it.
So it's hard to capture. This guy got a good run at it. I mean,
yeah.
I wish to see it. I wish it, like you said, 12 episodes, but this could have been like 2 seasons, man. Really.
Yeah, I mean,
today with the TV, and really get into some shit then, like.
Yeah.
Like the whole first season's just trying to get to Vegas, and then when they get there, you got all these episodes to pop off there, and.
Yeah.
But I get it. 9 episodes.
It's definitely not the worst.
Mm-mm.
Stephen King story I've seen on screen now.
What is the worst?
The worst.
Absolute worst. Bottom of the barrel.
Tower.
Okay. I kind of figured it would go there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I won't start that up, but yeah.
You stop me up. Well, all right then. Y'all want to just go ahead and pivot on over to WandaVision?
Yeah.
So we get our Malcolm in the Middle 90s-esque sitcom here.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, I watched a lot of it.
I mean, I loved fucking dude before he became Walter White.
A lot of people, there's this theory that people have created that they're connected.
Yeah,
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is what he did before.
Yeah.
I think we've also got the format for how the rest of the show is going to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the way it's going to go
back and forth between
inside and outside.
Yeah.
Like the pacing, I think.
Yeah, we finally connected. Once they did that episode where they both just, instead of like the whole episode being in or out, they did a few that way, and now we're just back and forth in the episode, like bam, 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 which I like.
Yeah.
Good shit.
So let's take it inside the fucking hex first.
Inside the dome.
Inside the dome. So we've got Wanda, Vision. I mean, that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
But
Dude, this intro is funny with with Pedro and the
that shit's
kids.
fucking
Like
good.
when he was doing
Yeah.
they're like, look at him, he's sleeping, and he hears them and gets up, fucks with them. Like he was being a good uncle.
Yeah, he was.
Like really.
Yeah.
It's
That's how I
Halloween.
would be. Yeah.
Wanda come out looking fine, looking all, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
don't even get me started, man.
What
she
is
was
up?
Oh my. Anyway,
Wearing her classic comic book
yes,
attire.
and I loved the way that I mean, I know that like they're wanting to go for a more realistic, blah 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 blah. But I always really liked the way her costume was. It was so simple.
It looked cool.
Yes.
She looked like a devil.
God, she looked good. Anyway, yeah. So it's Halloween. Vision's like, I can't go trick or treating. Neighborhood watch.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get these fucking toilet papers and some fucking
pants on fire, you know?
Yeah. And then he's like, this is he's like, this is weird. And he saw like there's a glitch. The further away he got from her or from the center of town, there's a glitch happening where people are
Stuck in a loop. Everybody's moving real slow. And at the same time,
where her power's not focused on
it's not as strong out there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was funny because when we were seeing that, it was cutting to the outside, and Darcy was like, wow, what's going on with all these people? They're barely moving near the edge.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to him in there, and he can see them like looping, and all those people standing around. And it's like, oh, okay. And that's why she told him, which is the street he was on. She's like, don't go past, was it Ellis or something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Don't go past that street.
Yeah.
And they're like, we won't, when they got their powers. So now the kids got their powers.
So the kids got their powers, and their Halloween costumes reflect what their costumes, comic book counterpart costumes, which was really cool.
Along with Visions. His was cool.
Yeah, his was very cool.
He had that shit on his face was put on thick, dude.
Yeah,
like
was,
for real.
right?
When you could see like like a good close up, I was like, man, that makeup is thick.
I mean, they probably pulled some actual
motherfucker was red as fuck, dude. That was real makeup.
Yeah.
Which was cool that they didn't just CGI that, because you can tell when he switches to his vision gear.
Yeah.
His veer. That it's CGI.
Oh yeah.
You just see it. It's like, oh wow, that's cool. I like how you can switch back and forth. It's a good transition that they've got on it. But he's going to the edge, dude. He talks to fucking Agatha or Agnes or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She's out there fucking glitched out. So here's the thing, y'all. Was she trying to leave? She had to be, right?
Probably.
She was trying to leave. She had to be at the edge. Because that's like the last street. You walk across that street, there's the dome. There's the wall. There's fucking Truman Show. You know?
Well, it also shows you, too, it proved that everyone in there that's controlled by Wanda is aware of what's going on, but, like, she's forcing them kind of back, and, like, she's forcing their personality and their reaction to the back of their mind.
I think that she's in on it, too, somehow. She's the only person that said it was Wanda. Whenever he was talking to that other guy, he just said she's controlling us. Like he wouldn't say her name. Like everybody knows who she is there.
Yeah.
But then she throws it all, like throws her under the bus. Like, oh, it's Wanda.
Yeah.
And she's like, am I dead? And he's like, no, why would you say that? And she's like, because you are. And we get our scene that we had in the trailer.
Yeah.
And that was a moment where it's like, dun, 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 like, whoa, she just told you were dead. And he's like, what do you mean? Well, what,
Yeah.
Now he's got the mind.
Well, when she started laughing.
Yeah.
Well,
had tears coming out of her eyes.
When she started laughing and looking around. Well, she like she was thankful that it's still working. Which, like that's or at least that's what I took.
The way she drove off, because it was really weird. Because whenever he zapped her back, she was like, "Take care now, bye bye then," and did a little U-turn and left.
Yeah.
And it was like she was stuck a minute ago. Now she's been reset. She's rebooted. She's like, "Oh, I'm headed back to town."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, weird.
Yeah. So Vision's like, I want to break free.
Yeah. The song started playing, I'm pretty sure.
I heard it that way. So he decides to push outside the dome, and like he's.
That's what it was like.
Sorry.
As soon as he went through, that happened.
Sorry.
Ripping his ass apart.
Yeah, he starts getting all fucked up. It's trying to suck him back inside.
Yeah.
Pieces of him are coming off, and he's like, "Help us!" He's telling the people, "Help us, bitch!
Help the people!" Like he's willing to die.
Yeah.
All he had to do was go back in. And did you notice, like, what's happening now is because of the upgrade from, the last episode. I can't remember which one, where she changed the outside of it to red.
Yeah.
Before that, it was like blue. It was like just TV static. Now it's red, like that. It was killing him. So she fucking the kid's the one that he started whistle blowing. Remember when he stopped his brother?
Yeah.
His brother was like, "Whoa, you have powers too."
Yeah.
All right.
So Wanda gets so pissed that Vision is like trying to break out the bubble that she's like, "Fuck it, I'm expanding it as far as I can," and we don't know how far it's expanding.
It's gone pretty far, and she paused everyone. She's like, "Wait a minute, I need to pause everybody that I'm running, so I can do this." So here's the thing, y'all. She could barely handle what she was doing.
So now
what's going to happen now? I think there's going to be more people on the inside that start to slip from the control.
Yeah.
And like, they start like making plans and, because it's like she can't control us all. Yeah. Closer you get, the more you like link up with her, but she can't control us all. Like she could barely handle what she was doing. That chick was stuck with trying to put that thing on the thing.
Yeah.
And her husband was picking the pumpkin up,
Yeah.
It's like you're stuck that way. That woman was crying too. There was a tear going down her face. I'm like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens in the next episode, but I'm assuming that everybody's going to get put in the bubble at some point, right?
Well, Darcy's in there. I don't think they got Hayward. Right? He got away.
He's trying to get away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was running when it went off. We don't know.
Yeah.
Wanda is expanded. Look. Here's the thing, though. Could she expand like everywhere? Could she do the whole Earth, and that's what fucks things up?
That's what I think's gonna happen.
Because that would be nuts. That's a reason for Doctor Strange to show up and be like, "Bitch, you can't do this. Yeah. You gotta reverse it. You've done some weird shit." Like, what? It shows up at his doorstep. If she expands, the entire globe. That's why he comes in. He's like, "Wait a minute, no, not on my watch. Shit's about to get strange."
Yeah. What if that was his tag?
But it should be.
Shit's about to get strange.
Yeah, and the way he says it, shit's about to get strange. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like, ooh, he's gonna fuck Wanda up.
So predictions.
I don't know, dude. This show just keeps surprising me.
Right.
I think one thing's happening. Well, Vision is. Here's another question. The Mind Stone is gone, right?
Yeah.
Well, Vision's got one in his head.
Yeah.
How is that? There's something going on there with that. Like, how's he got that mind? And he can use it, so we know it's there. Is she really that powerful?
I think.
Can she create the Mind Stones again? Because she just created his. I mean, something did.
I think Hydra's trying to make them.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the Hayward, does the Hydra thing.
I think Hydra.
Hayward's Hydra.
I wouldn't be surprised. If Hydra's trying to create a. They're trying to create a.
Well, why wouldn't you want that?
Soul Stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can bring back Red Skull.
During the this was something I saw online, but y'all remember the little commercial, the Yo Magic?
Yeah.
The kid? Yeah. They think that may be a symbol. Like, if you've noticed, over certain episodes, they have these commercials, and the commercials, like, look like the stones, like it's something.
Yeah.
And that may be the Soul Stone.
Well, I mean that
there,
makes
like,
sense because the paper towel one was like
yeah,
the ether.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can go in there. Every commercial lines up. Now, if not, it's a really good LARP, you know. But
Yeah.
Well,
Vision's got that stone in his head, dude. That thing's there, and it's not supposed to be there. So what else can be there? Like, apparently,
Yeah.
she can make anything she wants to make. She had her
Well,
dead
they
brother
made sure
show
to-
up from another damn universe. Like,
well,
you
they
know?
made sure to point out too, and they used Darcy to explain it, that power that's emanating from the hex has
Yeah,
stuff from the Big Bang, which
yeah.
is, if we cut back to the Collector,
Uh-oh.
explains that that's the shit used to make Infinity Stones.
Oh.
Yep.
They're
Okay.
using her to make them. That makes sense. Plus, see, everyone thinks it's the kids. They want the kids.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they just got to let her live her life out to get the Infinity Stones, like, or some of the stones. They already got the
Right.
Mind
Or because
Stone.
it's-
Just got to take it from
Or
him.
because it's evil Hydra, if they make a Soul Stone, they sacrifice all the children.
Yeah. Hell Hydra.
What do you think is going to happen, Griffin?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, but I do seem to think that like Geraldine is going to be the redeeming factor for her um
For Sword,
What's her character
one-
name that she's going to become?
Photon.
Okay.
yeah. So, but I think she's going to be the redeeming factor not only for Sword but also for Wanda as well. They've already set that up. So
Yeah.
I think that they're probably at some point going to fight so that she can at least knock her out long enough to release control over everybody. And if this is how she gets her powers and that's all that good stuff, I'm cool with it, like 100% with that. But I mean, dude, if she keeps expanding and does the whole world,
Yeah.
then that'll be a quick shoe-in to get the X-Men or at least mutants
And
into the universe.
none of us saw that fucking coming. Like, her expand this dome to, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's that powerful?
Yeah.
She's
Well,
got to
and I
be
mean-
stopped. Like,
It's crazy how they're going about it, where they've kind of taken the idea of like how she's changed everything immediately in like House of M and actually gave it a physical representation of that.
yeah,
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people say this is connected to the House of M.
Yeah. So
Like, this is,
I have a theory that kind of steers away from the House of M Wanda aspect of this show, though.
what you got?
It deals with Photon, or it deals with Sword and Hydra.
Right.
I think their part of the arc is setting up Secret Wars.
Okay. Well, I mean, Secret
Because-
Wars is coming, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Because, well, if you think about it, the prevalent thing that's happened with Hydra is that they've made sure that their plot consists of the fact that Hydra's everywhere.
yeah.
Hydra has compromised Sword. The Skrulls are rolling with Sword right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting if a Skrull gets killed in the crossfire,
Mm-hmm.
or a Skrull posing as a Hydra agent gets killed.
Yeah.
How that's going to do the relations between humans and Skrulls.
Yeah.
More particularly the Skrulls and the Avengers.
Yeah.
I remember ever since that movie, like, it was like, oh, we might be doing this with the Skrulls. Like, there was some, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way that was just a throwaway.
No.
Uh-uh.
You know what I mean? They
built-
did that in that movie
They're
for a
a- they're a-
reason. And later
they're a
on,
big
a
event.
Skrull's gonna pop up, and it's gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
This is happening? And a little callback, and it was like, you know what?
What about
Captain
Secret
Marvel
War,
wasn't too
Secret
bad.
Invasion?
Yeah. Well, Secret Invasion, I think they have confirmed that, right?
Yeah, because they loosely adapted some of the elements to make Captain Marvel's actual movie.
Yeah. But I think
But
that
I think that's going to continue.
I think one of the TV shows that they confirmed was Secret Invasion or
What?
Secret Wars. Yeah.
For Disney Plus?
Which it would make sense if they're going to release these shows one at a time,
Yeah.
and each one kind of feed into
Well,
the other.
Right after
it would
this
make
show,
sense
that
to
other show
plant-
comes in.
Well, this
Falcon
thing's like a
show.
garden planter, dude. Like there's a lot of seeds getting sowed in this show besides just the overall thing with Wanda, which is a great distraction.
I feel like here's the thing. So you know when you look at the list of the Marvel movies, you have Iron Man at the front, right?
Yeah.
That's where it started. This is going to be the Iron Man for the TV shows. They're all going to tie together, man. They're all going to link it all, like, you know.
So here's the whole breakdown of it, because right here's the IMDb page of it. So Secret Invasion 2022. Fury and Talos try to stop the Skrulls who have infiltrated the high spheres of the Marvel Universe. So it's going to have Ben Mendelsohn, which I love, and Sam Jackson working together. So yeah, it's already been confirmed that Secret Invasion is definitely 100% happening.
So it would be interesting if these interactions in WandaVision's gonna have larger implications when that story gets around.
I'm sure it will.
All the same universe. They're just adding on to it.
Well, because WandaVision's confirmed that there are bad guys rolling in Sword.
Yes.
Or theoretically, Sword
Hayward's
are the bad guys in this show.
I don't know if all those people are there. They're bad, but he's a bad guy. It's going to happen. He's a bad guy. Remember when Wanda comes outside? When Wanda walked outside the dome, Hayward's standing there, Geraldine's standing there, and she pointed all the guns at him. It was like, you know, Geraldine's standing there like, she's still cool with her.
Yeah.
You know, that's why she didn't kill her. Yeah. She's like, just get out. You don't need to be in here. Like, I don't want to hurt you.
The show's doing a good job of playing on the trope of the devil you know and the devil you don't.
Yeah.
Because they've established Hydra, but they've still yet to reveal what supernatural or cosmic enemies at play, too.
Yeah. Yep.
There's 3 episodes left.
And they're supposed to wrap everything up. Travis said earlier that they've confirmed that 3 episodes left, 3 hours left of the show.
They're an hour apiece. Wait, I saw an article that the run times changed. I saw that, but I didn't read it. So that's it. They're going to be an hour.
At least a 40-minute episode.
Yeah,
apiece.
45 maybe. An hour with commercials.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I saw an article a minute ago on one of those news sites that was like, everyone's happy with the run times for the new episodes.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, yes, more.
Yeah.
Some big shit's popping off. You know, the next episode we get the Modern Family kind of.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, she's like, maybe I got a case of the Mondays. It's like, okay, so now we're talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Which we started doing this episode.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, they did that on Malcolm in the Middle. They straight up like talk to it, like.
Yeah.
They would just look at it and be like, hey.
Show was ahead of its time.
It was, man.
Even though it was,
because a lot of people were like, whenever you bring that up, they're like, oh yeah, The Office. It's like, yeah, there was stuff that came out before that did it.
Yeah.
You know.
Fucking Arrested Development, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was
canceled. It's like,
yeah,
it was too ahead of its time.
Yeah,
it was so ahead of its time. Like a few years later, they realized it should still be there, and they brought it back.
Yeah, right.
Which is, doesn't normally happen for a show.
Yeah.
But 3 episodes this Friday, dude. I can't wait. I told you guys the other day when I watched the episode. I think I told Griffin, I was like, it's gonna be a long week, dude.
Yeah.
Just to find out what happens. Now, what would be awesome is to be able to binge watch this show. Like if it's someone that wasn't like here every week, that's like, could you imagine having all of them, all 9 of them? It's like, the next 2 days are gonna be this. I'm gonna live in this world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's been good so far, and I don't think they're going to be able to let us down at all. So, no,
they've done good so far.
Yeah. You want to hit some movie news real quick?
What you got, man?
With a quickness, I'm gonna run through them real quick. So, Trav dropped this in. DC returns to Batman 89 and Superman 78 and new comic series. It says 2 beloved classic superhero films are making their way to comics. as DC has just announced the worlds of Batman 89 and Superman 78 are getting their very own digital first series. Kicking off in July, Richard Donner's Superman, the movie, and Tim Burton's original Batman will make the jump to the world of comics, and at the helm will be Rob Venditti and artist Wilfredo Torres for Superman 78, while screenwriter Sam Hamm, fucking change it, dude.
Is his
And
name
artist,
Sam Ham?
yeah, dude.
Okay.
And artist Joe Quinones will head up Batman 89. Both series will pick up where the films left off, and you can check out the covers and official description for both below. So 89 reads, this is the description. Continuing the twisted adventures of DC's Dark Knight from Tim Burton's seminal classic Batman movies, Batman 89 brings in screenwriter Sam Hamm, change it, and artist Joe Quinones to pull on a number of threads left dangling by the prolific director. The gothic mentality behind the world, while still rooted in a sense of realism, helped inform many of DC's global fans' first impressions on the Dark Knight's Gotham. In the new Batman 89 comic, Hamm and Quinones will help usher in the return of Selena Kyle Catwoman and will debut a new Robin. Plus, Quinones has a vision for Harvey Dent Two-Face that is as close to movie magic as a comic can get. So I'm guessing that they're going to do like a comic adaptation of what's his name? Lando, because he was supposed to play Two-Face, right?
Lando?
Yeah. And yeah, he's supposed to play Two-Face in the what was his name? I can't
You talking
think
about the
of his name.
actor from that
Yeah.
that played Lando?
Yeah,
Can't remember his name, dude. I know who you're talking about. I'll figure it out. Keep going.
All right. The description for Superman 78 reads, and in the vein of DC's plan for Batman 89, Rob Venditti and Wilfredo Torres will collaborate on Superman 78 to tell stories set within the world of Richard Donner and Christopher Reeves created in Superman the movie. And Superman 78 bystanders are surprised and delighted by Superman's abilities, and Lois Lane doesn't know that Clark Kent is secretly Superman. The sheer thrill of seeing a man fly, leap, and stop a bullet will be reflected in this environment where Superman has just been introduced. Inspired by Donner's classic timeless style of superhero storytelling, in Superman 78, Venditti and Torres will show fans that a man can truly fly. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad that they're working that in. I don't see why that's not a bad move in my opinion. So
Billy D. Williams.
that's right, Billy D.
Billy
Colt
D.
45.
Two zigzags.
Yeah.
Billy D.
So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. And any fans of the Donner Superman or the Burton Batman will be able to pick it up and get their fix on it. I mean, I'm interested to see the artwork for the Batman specifically because Tim Burton had such a iconic feel and look to his Batman Gotham and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So.
I will say that his Gotham, like when I look at Gotham, and we talked about this when we watched Batman.
Yeah.
Returns. We watched Returns, right?
Yes.
Like his Gotham, that's my Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine. Like even from the cartoon, which I think was even, they played on his, like the way the buildings look in the, just something about it. Just it's Gotham. So yeah, that's awesome, Billy D. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Uh-oh. And we're having some technical difficulties. This just in, it's confirmed. Travis and Griffin both have lost internet connection. They live like less than a minute from each other. They are both down. The winter storm is fucking coming in. This just in, we're ending the episode.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. I was over here and I was like, like, this just said they are down. We will have to, the weather report. I was going to bring the weather up and show them what it's looking. I just,
Well, that may be what it is.
Trav's in here now. Trav's back on his computer. You on your computer, Trav? Maybe not. But yeah, I was sitting there talking to you guys, and then it got quiet for a long time, and I went, guys?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and I already started saying it it's there. I was like, I think they're dropped. Because you guys are close enough, like if your internet goes out in that area, it's going to get you both.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, I mean, can Trav hear us? Are you there, Trav?
Travis?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, he's on his computer. Okay.
So
they got weird.
Well, I mean, we can leave all this stuff, do the trailers and stuff next week. Y'all want to go ahead and just pick a movie for next week?
Yeah, and here's what we did, man. Last week you brought up, we were talking about that other movie. You mentioned Sputnik. We watched the trailer again. It is a sci-fi horror movie.
Right.
Trailer looks good.
I mean, I'm down with that. What y'all think?
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it.
Let's do it, man.
We had seen the trailer before, but after watching that, it was like, okay, we tried to get a horror movie.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to read it. I think it's Russian.
Yeah, it is. And I don't think other than some of those like art house foreign Russian films, I don't think I've ever watched a recent.
No.
Yeah, so.
For real.
But yeah. That's cool. It's already available, so you could watch it right now.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to watch it soon.
Yeah, right. Well,
throwing it out there, Monster Hunter has dropped.
The movie?
Oh.
Yes.
The movie's out there, and what? Okay. Like VOD.
It's available on PlayStation currently.
Yeah.
So we got to lead in with that after Foreign Film February. We have to.
Yeah. I mean, let's do it, man. I'm down.
We have to. So we know next week we're gonna finish this up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get out of February into March. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got. I mean, we can't really talk about anything else with this damn spotty signal.
We're shutting it down. Storm Center. Tweet at us. RSP. No. I don't know, man. I was just trying. I won't do it again.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. I just wasn't ready for it, man. I wasn't mentally or physically prepared for it.
I'm going back to the SWAT board.